Wait till you see what's under the hood of this thing. Freaking LS powered.
Did a beautiful job with the swap too. That's an LS2. It's got cold air. It makes this thing super reliable whether you want to take it racing or just take it down a long cruise.
Yeah, sweet car.
I just took a peek inside too. 6-speed manual transmission.
No way.
Yeah, don't get any better than that.
I know Rod said it was a super powerful car. He said it was about a 200-mile-an-hour car with the gears that it's got in it.
This is a 68.
Yeah, 1968 Camaro SS clone.
Le Mans blue with an LS2.
I like that.
There you go. I like what they did with the interior too. It's got that deluxe houndstooth interior, and they did a little different deal here with the seat, the bolstered aftermarket seats, to make it super comfortable to drive if you want to get in this thing and take it on a long trip.
It is very nice. We got a few things that we got to go ahead and list to order on it though. Restore did a great job, but just around the edges, it still needs a Coyote Classics touch, man.
Yeah. It's also got 4-wheel disc brakes. Looks like they're Wilwood too.
Why don't you go ahead and write that down? Sounds like modern
sweet.
muscle.
It's been a long day here, but that kind of woke me up right there.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Definitely needs a buff and a detail. First thing we want to do is when we check here, we want to make sure you got a good solid frame. You do on this one.
With that LS too, looks like they relocated the battery as well.
Yeah, you have to relocate the battery when you do an LS swap.
This thing's sharp. My favorite freaking color too on a Camaro is that
blue.
Le Mans blue with the white stripes, man. Don't get any better than that.
Well, should we take it for a spin and see how it
needs?
It drives and what it needs?
Holy this thing's fast.
Yep. I don't know if I'd ever get sick of hearing this thing rumble, D.
I know, I love it.
It's a good buy. Really good buy. I'm excited about it. Excited about running this thing through our shop and
seeing it once it's buffed out.
Yeah, it's gonna make a big difference.
That'd be sweet.
I already noticed a couple things. Right now the speedometer's not working. So we'll probably write down.
Ticket.
Yeah.
You don't get much better than this though.
How about the cold air conditioning? That's
that
working
makes it
great.
nice, especially today.
It's what everyone pretty much wants on these Restomods is ice cold air and a good sounding engine. The steering seems really nice and tight. I like that a lot. And the tilt wheel is good.
You don't see a whole lot with 6-speeds in them. A lot of them have 5 speeds.
Yeah,
6-speeds.
it's the first one of the 6-speed I've had, but this is a true Restomod here. I mean, this thing will go as fast as you want it to go.
And you can tell too when they did the LS swap, they did a really good job with it. Sometimes you see that and it's, you know, kind of half-assed, but this one not at all.
Yeah, they did a good job, but I don't know if you noticed under the hood, it needs a hell of a lot of detail, man.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of cleaning up.
Yeah, Jay definitely needs to work on it. Goes down the road nice though. 4th gear, right up into 5th. 6th gear, which I don't even know if you'd ever use it, but
today's economy, I'll run them low RPM, save some fuel.
Should we give it one more gas, one more time?
This thing is badass, man. I love it.
Sweet, huh?
Mind if I drive this thing home tonight?
No.
What if I ask nicely?
I think that's probably a very good idea. Yeah, great car though. Small block going about 4,000 RPMs. Odometer works. It's ready to go, really. A few little things that can go to Jason and go through our detail shop, and we should be able to have this thing on the website by tomorrow afternoon.
I'd buy it.
My name's Justin. I'm doing a check-in today. Essentially what we do is we bring the car in and inspect it, go through and check to make sure everything's in good running condition. Then we grease it, make sure it's in running condition, and then it goes off to our detail shop, and then it goes from there.
Yeah, I got this 68 Camaro. I'm just about ready to get it ready for the web. First thing I do is power wash it underneath, get it on the lift, do the wheels and tires, and then I do the motor, After I'm done with that, and then I do the outside, dry it off, blow off the motor. I do the wheels, chrome, and bumpers, and then I back it off the lift. I do the inside motor and trunk, and the final wipe down.
Guys, I'm super excited to share this car with you today. This is an awesome 1968 Chevy Camaro powered by an LS2, freshly rebuilt, 6-speed manual transmission, 12-bolt posi rear end, and just all the goodies under the hood.
Absolutely. Fire this thing up. I want to hear what it sounds like. We drove this when
That's
it
just
came.
getting right to it, man. You just want to fire it
yeah.
up.
Just don't tease me. Just fire her up. We took this thing for a spin the other day, right when it came in, and man, this thing is wicked fast. I love it.
You're just going right to the main event.
Yeah, we ain't gonna play around.
This is a super cool car. I'm just gonna throw this out there. This Restomod, we're gonna price this at $69,995, and I think it's a heck of a car for that.
Absolutely. You got your hazards on, because thing's hazardous.
Man, look at that under there.
So this is an LS2, the 6.0. It's got air conditioning. The thing was done super professionally. It almost looks like it belongs in this car.
They did a great job as far as tucking all the wiring and stuff like that in there. It's a beautiful driver, local car show quality paint job. And I say that because of a few things. As we look around, you can tell it's just got a few little chips and stuff like in here. When they fitted everything together, you had just a few little nicks and stuff like that. But awesome running engine, beautiful serpentine belt system, power steering, 4-wheel Wilwood disc brakes on it, aluminum radiator, electric fan keeping this thing cool. And like I said, it's a dual electric fan and ice cold air. Check out the front end on this Restomod. We have really nice lines from the front edge of the hood to the back corner of the back fender here. The grille, the front spoiler. It's a fantastic build. So much money goes into the restoration on these LS swaps. I mean, by the time you get a 6-speed manual transmission, LS engine, 12-bolt, 4-wheel, Wilwood disc brakes, custom exhaust, not to mention you got to start with a really solid Camaro.
Yeah,
and that's the biggest thing. If you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com, you're going to see that this car is an awesome, solid car from front to back. It's got frame rail connectors on it, and just a great suspension as well.
Beautiful paint, beautiful color. And that interior is one of my favorite parts about this car. They went with the kind of old style houndstooth interior that this Camaro would have, but they put it in new aftermarket kind of bolstered seats so they're comfortable. You fit nice in there. And when you're going through the gears hauling ass, you know, it puts you right back and you're not sliding around.
How about this? Just a little touch. Power seat, driver's side. That's damn nice. Tilt wheel, also for us bigger guys.
Gauges. This thing is sharp, man.
As long as we're here, I'm going to go ahead and point out a couple little imperfections here, D. If we go here, you can see a little chip down there in that quarter panel area in the door jamb. So this is what I'm saying. So anytime you do you can spend a ton of money and do a heck of a job on the restoration, but when you start putting it all together and if you don't mock it all up first, you're going to get some little chips and nicks, and that's what this one has.
Or if you drive a car and enjoy it, you know, like you're going to want to do with an LS2.
This is a driver, man, but you can pull up to any local car show and bring home a trophy with this thing.
I love the choice of wheels too.
Yeah, they're definitely different. I don't see them on a lot of Camaros at all. As far as gaps go, we got a nice even gap, a little wider gap from front to back right here. And you know what? This is a good gap as well. Not quite as wide, but not too far off. All the way across the front, they did a nice job lining everything up. Across the back here, sticks up very briefly. The only thing as far as the alignment, we got a big gap here, and it just gets just a little bigger down here. That's the only thing as far as gap-wise that I just wasn't 100% crazy about on this beautiful car. Doors line up good in the back.
Corner of the door tucks in there just perfect.
Yeah.
Bottom side of the rocker's nice, no bubbles or blisters.
And how about that paint out in the sun? I mean, I know I picked a couple things apart on this thing, but look at the paint quality, the metallics in this thing. Door opens with ease. We got a nice solid corner here. Bottoms of the doors are solid. There's two things that we need to do here, D. One thing is we do have this piece ordered. We just got this car in a couple days ago and needed very little. So we ordered this vent cover here. And this cover here, I'm not exactly sure what to get for this. I don't know exactly what this seat came out of. So
yeah, plastic cover there for the
yeah,
seat.
so it needs a little plastic cover there. But gorgeous job on that dash. And we'll get to that in a little bit when we get behind the wheel.
That exhaust, you know, has a nice smooth rumble, and once you step on that foot feed, man, this thing just goes to life.
It comes out very nice too, right below, you know, right below the tail panel. You can see it's got a new gas tank in it as well. Tail light lenses, chrome. Look, it's got LEDs in there too for the reverse lights. You see them?
Yeah.
And the brake lights are all LED.
Makes it awful nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit those ones.
There's nothing quite like the color combination of that Le Mans blue with that white stripe. Yeah, nice little LED lights there for tail lights.
If you stand back and look, definitely a show quality car.
This thing's a lot of fun to look at, but I'm really excited about driving it.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip right to that here in just a second. All right, as we go through here, again, corner of the door is real decent. You can tell it had just a little bit of work here, not a lot. They did a nice job here putting the GM stickers, doing a door jam paint. You can tell the doors were painted off the car. New door panels. As I mentioned, tilt steering, and how about that 6-speed manual transmission? That's gonna set this thing off.
You don't see many 6-speed. You see a lot of 5-speeds, but man, that 6-speed is nice to have.
It's got the seat belts in the rear. It looks to me like it also has the seat belts in the front too. So we got those retractable there. And that houndstooth is just gorgeous. The back seat, also the headliner. I noticed the headliner is super tight in this thing.
Dome light works.
A couple other little imperfections I gotta mention before we take this thing on the road. It's got just a little bit on this body line right here, just a little tiny paint crack. And if you look in the right sunlight, right here on the top of the roof, it's got just kind of a handprint downward ding in it. It won't show up in the video, I'm sure. You gotta be in the right light. So other than that, like I said, gorgeous driver, and let's check it out.
Let's go for a spin. I feel fast sitting in here.
This is like a Fast 5 kind of car, isn't it? Just it's got everything at your fingertips, man. That 6 speeds right here. You got the tilt wheel, freaking awesome gauges, tack, stereo system. I mean, I don't know why you do want the stereo with this awesome sound and dual exhaust, but it's here if you want it. Cold air, ice cold air.
Yeah, that's awfully nice to have on a day like today.
As far as your headlights, dash lights all work here. Dude, everything works. The only thing I know that's not working right now are amp gauge is working, gas gauge is working. Temperature's running about 190. Oil pressure is about 46 pounds, 45 pounds right now. And we're idling only 500 RPM. So awesome oil pressure on this thing. The other thing I want to mention, the speedometer. We went ahead and put this thing through the shop. We had to order a part for the speedometer. The sensor on this transmission was bad, so we got one of those coming. Or not. Anything else? There's a dome light.
No, let's just get this thing on the road, man. I'm excited to burn some rubber. Modern Chevy driveline in an old school Chevy Camaro.
All muscle. Old or new, doesn't matter.
This thing is fast as
3,000 RPM there in that shift, so nothing crazy there. I smell nothing but rubber. Now that's the smell of classic muscle.
I wish we could relate, you know, the smell of these old cars in these videos, because that's, you know, one of the best things about these old cars is the smell of that, you know, that exhaust and that burnt rubber.
Dude, this car is going to be as good as gone. Sure. I think I could sit here all day and just rev it up.
Yeah. I've been wanting a nice Restomod in here for a long time, and I'm so glad that we finally got our hands on one, and that it's a Le Mans blue Camaro.
1800 RPM, 6 gear. I missed a little shift there.
That's all right. You got a lot of gears to shift in there.
That's a hell of a lot of gears. And the nice thing about it, it's just so nice and tight as well. I'm gonna try not to fail on that this time. One more time. 2nd gear, 2500 RPM. Punch it down. 4,004th, 5th, and down to 2.
Awesome.
And all of that with a super tight front end. I mean, this front end feels super tight on this car. Our downshift is great. 4th gear, synchro down into 3rd. Sit your ass back in the seat and smile.
Absolutely. I don't even know if I want to sell this thing anymore.
Come on. You know what, guys? We just sold a similar car with that 427-69 Chevelle. Oh my God, that was awesome as well. Not an LS engine, but we were asking a little more for that car than this one. And they're both in that same realm and just freaking badass American muscle.
Yeah. Dude, check this thing out on the website, coyoteplastics.com. I'll put the link to our website in the comment section. But man, if you're looking for a badass Camaro that you can daily drive and probably get a lot of speeding tickets, then this one's for you. Give us a call, 641-816-3145. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Post new content 3 times a week.